Why do Christians reject reincarnation? Not only Christians. The three religions of the Old Testament are opposed to successive incarnations. According to them, humans are born, die and fall into the sleep of the soul. They wait for the final judgment to return to God. Only a few will be able to return to the Father. The rest will go to the void, or to the eternal fire. It is fascinating to read how these religions explain the meaning of life. It is as if human being has infinitely more love than their God. In their approach to the meaning of incarnation on earth, they are unable to explain, in any meaningful way, why a child is born in a disabled body, or grows up in a violent, poor, and perverse environment, while another child is born into a rich family, in good health, receive an education, enabling him to have a creative future. Why does their God make such a life choice? Why does their God choose that one soul is born a Christian, while another is born a Muslim or a Jew? Why is their God behind all these life paths? Why has he made three religions, when according to you, only one is the true religion? Why does their God choose suffering for one person, while another is in a life of ease and success? Who can explain to me, in an intelligent way, the choices of their God? Why does their God, who is behind all creation, arbitrarily decide our paths in life, when, depending on the circumstances, some will be destroyed, and others will be praised as heroes? When does our free will intervene in our incarnation? In the three main religions of the Old Testament, the point that unites them is the biased nature of their God. He determines our birth without our consent. He is the tyrant that we find in the leaders of the world. They decide for us and ensure that they keep their power by any means. Do you think it is the role of a God to manifest his almighty nature in an arbitrary manner, to rejoice in the suffering of some, while others rejoice in the world? Tell me, how is a being capable of such perversion named? Could you, as parents, could you make one of your children suffer especially badly and protect the other indefinitely? Is it possible to have such cruelty? You get it. Something is wrong with the logic of the incarnation of the three Old Testament religions. They refuse to talk about reincarnation. They talk about punishment. Life is a punishment, no matter who is rich or poor. It is pathetic and hopeless. At the dawn of a new humanity, it is the death of faith, when there is so much insult to the intelligence of the spirit.